All right, picture this. You spend 20 long years, yes, decades, building up a towering reputation. You're up there, feeling all proud and untouchable, then bam! In just 5 minutes, because of one silly slip-up, it all comes crashing down. Imagine that, all because trust, that glue holding your whole show together, got a bit too brittle. Funny, isn't it, how fragile things are? Now, let's cut to the chase. We're about to parade through a lineup of 9 folks you've definitely bumped into. This isn't just chit-chat. It's your wake-up call to who you're letting into your circle. I'm not here to spin you around in circles with fancy talk. Nope. We're going straight for the jugular, cutting through the noise to see who really walks their talk and who's just all talk, no walk. Think of it as a game of spot the faker. Ready? These characters, they're out there, slipping through your fingers like water, pretending to be something they're not. And what are you doing? Letting them. Come on. It's time to get those eyes wide open and see the light. We're diving deep, no holding back, to show you the real deal about trusting too easily. Because let's face it, some of these folks are building castles in the air, selling you dreams with zero foundation. And you're buying front row tickets to the show. So let's roll up our sleeves and get down to it. It's time to sort the wheat from the chaff, the allies from the pretenders, because in this game of life, you don't want to be left holding the short end of the stick, wondering where it all went wrong. Let's turn those taunts into your battle cry for making smarter, sharper trust decisions. All right, let's zoom in on our first star player, the flash-in-the-pan promiser. Picture this. They strut into your life, all charm and dazzling smiles, making promises like they're the Oprah of commitments. You get a promise, and you get a promise. Everybody gets a promise. But here's the kicker. When it's time to deliver, they're more elusive than a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. These folks are like those infomercial products that promise to solve all your problems. Sure, it looks shiny and promising on screen, under those bright lights with upbeat music playing. But once it arrives, you realize it's about as useful as a chocolate teapot. The flash-in-the-pan promiser is much the same. Their promises sound fantastic, but they hold up about as well as a paper umbrella in a hurricane. Here's how it usually goes down. They'll make a grand declaration of all the ways they're going to help you out. Need a favor? They've got you. Support on a project? Absolutely, they're there. But as the deadline approaches, they start to fade out, blending into the background like a chameleon in a crayon box. Suddenly, they're swamped, their phone's always on silent, or they've come down with a mysterious illness that apparently prevents them from keeping their word. And when you finally pin them down, looking for some semblance of accountability, they're slicker than an oiled-up eel. Excuses roll off their tongue like beads of water on a lotus leaf. They've got more dodge moves than a politician facing a scandal, turning the art of excuse-making into a performance worthy of Broadway. Trusting a flash-in-the-pan promiser is like building your house on a foundation of quicksand. No matter how appealing the promises, you'll soon find yourself sinking into disappointment. The moral of the story: keep your boots strapped tight and your skepticism sharper. When you hear those too-good-to-be-true promises coming your way, remember the tale of the flash-in-the-pan promiser and steer clear unless you fancy a dive into the deep end of let dunes. The vanishing act. Oh, you've seen them, maybe even admired their Houdini-level skills. They're the life of the party, your go-to for a good time, right up until the moment you actually need them. That's when they pull their signature move, the disappearing act. Let's paint a picture. You've hit a rough patch and could use a friend. You reach out to them, expecting at least a comforting word or two. But what do you get? Radio silence. They vanish into thin air, leaving behind not even a whisper. It's as if they've enrolled in a witness protection program, specifically designed for avoiding responsibilities and tough conversations. Trying to rely on the vanishing act is like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. When the skies are clear and the weather's fine, they're all sunshine and smiles, basking in the warmth of your shared jokes and good times. But let a single cloud appear, a hint of rain, or heaven forbid, a real storm, and they're gone, faster than a toupee in a hurricane. They have an arsenal of escape tactics. Suddenly, their schedule is packed, their phone is eternally dead, or they're dealing with issues so vague they sound like plot lines from a soap opera. Ask them for a hand, and you'll see them perform the most elaborate vanishing tricks. Trusting. The vanishing act is like betting on a mirage in the desert. It looks promising from a distance, but the closer you get, the more you realize there's nothing there. The lesson? Invest your trust and time in those who stick around, not just for the sunny days, but for the stormy ones too. Because when the going gets tough, the vanishing act gets going, right out of the picture. Remember, a friend in need is a friend indeed, and the vanishing act is about as reliable as a screen door on a submarine, the fair weather friend. This character is as dependable as a paper umbrella in a monsoon, great for a sunny day, but nowhere to be found when the storm clouds gather. Picture this, everything's going great, and the fair weather friend is by your side, sharing laughs, snapping selfies, and riding the wave of your good fortunes. They're like a sunflower, always facing the sunshine, basking in the glow of your successes and happy moments. But let the weather turn. Let a chill wind blow through your life, and watch how quickly they fold up and vanish, leaving you to weather the storm alone. The fair weather friend is all about convenience. Their loyalty has the shelf life of an overripe banana. The moment things get a bit tricky, a little too real or demanding, they're hit with a sudden case of amnesia about all the good times you've shared. They have an uncanny knack for sensing when the seas of life are about to get choppy, and like a seasoned captain of cowardice, they abandon ship at the first sign of trouble. Engaging with a fair weather friend is akin to relying on a weather vane to show you your direction in life. Sure, when the breeze is gentle and the skies are clear, they point you towards laughter and light. But the moment the wind howls, they spin wildly, pointing everywhere but towards you. The hard truth? These folks are like seasonal decorations, perfect for a specific setting, but utterly useless outside of it. Investing your trust in a fair weather friend is as futile as trying to catch rainbows. They might color your world when the sun is shining, but they disappear the moment the rain starts to fall. So, when you find yourself surrounded by fair weather friends, remember, it's better to walk alone than with a crowd going in the wrong direction. Look for those who are willing to hold an umbrella over you when it rains, not just those who bask in the sunshine with you. After all, true friendship isn't about who's by your side during your best times, but who's willing to stick around when the going gets tough. The gossip guru. This one is as slick as they come, dealing in the currency of secrets like a Wall Street trader with insider information. They draw you in, making you feel like you're part of an exclusive club where the membership fee is just a juicy tidbit or two. But here's the twist. Your secrets are the currency, and boy, do they trade high on the market of whispers. The gossip guru is like a living, breathing tabloid magazine, sensationalizing the mundane and turning whispers into shouts. You share a secret with them, and it's like sending a tweet to the world, with your name tagged and all. They have this uncanny ability to spread news faster than wildfire, adding their own spice to make it all the more scandalous. Engaging with the gossip guru is like playing telephone with a megaphone. What you say in confidence becomes public domain before you can blink. They weave through conversations with the grace of a serpent, slipping in, did you hear about here, and I shouldn't be saying this, but there. Before you know it, your little secret has become the talk of the town, and you're left wondering how a whisper turned into a shout. Trusting a gossip guru is akin to storing your valuables in a vault with glass doors. It's only a matter of time before everything's on display. They thrive on the thrill of the tell, the power of knowing something no one else does yet. But the thing is, with a gossip guru, secrets are merely ammunition, and friendship is the collateral damage in their quest for social supremacy. So, when you cross paths with a gossip guru, remember, silence is golden, and sometimes the best secret shared is none at all. In the grand theatre of life, keep your backstage passes to yourself, because you never know who's waiting in the wings, ready to take your private show public. In the end, the stories we choose to share and with whom can define us, so choose wisely, lest your words return to you, dressed in a scandal you never intended, the drama magnet. Oh, strap in for this performance. It's a roller coaster that only goes up, with every tiny hiccup in life magnified into a full-blown catastrophe. This person lives in a world where every molehill is a mountain and every breeze a hurricane. The drama magnet doesn't just encounter problems, they craft an epic saga around them. Miss the bus? It's not just an inconvenience, it's a tragic tale of missed opportunities, woven with a conspiracy against them by the universe itself. Lost a sock? It's not merely lost, it's a victim of the Bermuda Triangle lurking within the washing machine, a symbol of the chaos that permeates their existence. Engaging with the drama magnet is like being an unwitting character in a soap opera you never auditioned for. You're there, thinking you're just having coffee and catching up, but suddenly you're conscripted as a supporting actor in their latest crisis. And boy, do they demand your emotional investment, pulling you into the whirlwind of their perpetual turmoil. Trusting a drama magnet with your own challenges is akin to pouring gasoline on a fire, hoping for illumination. Instead of finding solace or solutions, your concerns are likely to be upstaged by their next dramatic episode. They have a knack for turning the spotlight back on themselves, leaving your needs in the dark. So, when you find yourself in the orbit of a drama magnet, remember to maintain a safe distance. Offer support, sure, but guard your boundaries like a lion tamer. After all, life's complicated enough without adding unnecessary theatrics. Seek those who can share in your joys and sorrows without turning every moment into a scene worthy of an award. Because in the end, the most meaningful connections are those that bring peace and understanding, not an endless series of cliffhangers. The flatterer. Picture this person as the sweet-talking charmer, always ready with a compliment that's a little too perfect, a little too polished. Their words are like honey, sweet to the taste, but often leaving a sticky mess. The flatterer operates with the precision of a seasoned diplomat, knowing just what to say and when to say it to win favor. Their praises sound like music, lifting your spirits sky high, until you start noticing the tune never changes, regardless of the audience. Yes, they're the same sweet symphonies, just different listeners. Engaging with the flatterer is like basking in perpetual sunlight, warm and invigorating, until you realize it's all artificial light. The compliments, though pleasing, lack the substance of sincerity. They're like a mirage in the desert of genuine affirmation, promising refreshment but leaving you thirsting for something real, trusting. The flatterer with your vulnerabilities is akin to dressing up your deepest insecurities for a masquerade ball. You might feel adorned in validation for a moment, only to find your confidences paraded around, embellished with their flowery words, seeking to charm others at your expense. So when the flatterer weaves their intricate tapestries of praise around you, take a moment to listen for the echoes of authenticity. True compliments are a gift, not currency for manipulation or self-gain. Surround yourself with those who offer feedback that challenges and grows you, not just those who paint over the cracks with pretty lies. In the end, remember that while flattery may open doors, it's honesty and integrity that build the lasting bridges. Seek the company of those who are willing to tell you not just what you want to hear, but what you need to hear, because those are the voices that truly value who you are beyond the facade, the backhanded helper. This person might seem like your ally, always there with a helping hand or a piece of advice. But beware, for their assistance comes with strings attached, entangling you in a web of dependency and subtle control. The backhanded helper is a master of disguise, cloaked in the guise of generosity. They offer solutions that seem to solve your problems, but actually tether you closer to them, ensuring you're always one step behind, always in need of their invaluable insight. Their help isn't about empowering you, it's about affirming their own superiority. Engaging with the backhanded helper is akin to accepting a gift that's booby-trapped. You reach out, grateful for the lifeline, only to find it's a leash. Every piece of advice, every gesture of support is calculated to keep you in their debt, subtly undermining your confidence while bolstering their role as your indispensable guide. Trusting the backhanded helper with your challenges is like navigating a maze with a compass that points only to them. Instead of fostering your independence, they cultivate a garden of self-doubt, watering it with their so-called assistance. You're left feeling grateful for their help, yet somehow smaller, diminished in your own abilities. So when you encounter the backhanded helper, remember to look beyond the surface. Genuine support lifts you up and sets you free, not ties you down. It's about lighting a torch for you to carry, not holding a spotlight over you. True mentors and friends empower you to walk your path with confidence, not tether you to their side. In the grand tapestry of relationships, it's crucial to discern the true intentions behind the help offered. Seek out those whose assistance is a bridge to your autonomy, not a tether to your dependence. In doing so, you'll build a circle of support that truly uplifts and strengthens, allowing you to stand tall in your own capabilities.